Hi, and welcome back to the Outdoor Kitchen Show. I'm Marissa Turner, and today we are on location at Creative Cajun Cooking with Jimmy Babin, cooking up some stuff that's for on location. We're not feeding people here. You about to load all this in a trailer and take it elsewhere. Tell them where we're going.
Yes, we headed to LSU Fire Training Institute out on Highway 30 going toward Baton Rouge. And we usually feed people going through the trailer like a buffet line, and boy do they eat. Big old grown men, and they done worked up an appetite trying to put fires out while they're training.
That's right. Now what we got in the pots?
We got some white rice with pork roast shredded all up and make a gravy with a little bit of flour and cornstarch to thicken it up. The recipe's on my website for that.
Okay.
I got some pork roast in the oven I'm going to be pulling out in just a minute, and some snap beans and new potatoes with plenty of bacon. I started this morning about 3 o'clock.
Ooh, Lord.
And I thought I was going to have myself a good time today.
That's right. Now, what kind of a crowd are you cooking for today? About how many head?
I'm only got 30 people for Honeywell. But usually, it's, you pull in with my big toter home and trailer, and everybody else sees it. You know, I'm going to end up feeding 50 or more.
Oh, absolutely. Now, we've seen here on the show where he's fed 1,000 people all at once. Actually, it was more than 1,000 people at that big benefit that you did. And you could even feed more than that. I mean, we've seen where you've done thousands of pounds of crawfish and everything else.
That's right.
He's got the capability to take all of this stuff anywhere on location, even sites that don't have their own electricity and stuff like that, right?
That's correct. It comes fully self-contained.
Now, the holidays are coming up, and people thought it might start thinking about having parties and stuff like that. Might open up their wallets a little bit. I know the past couple of years have been kind of tight on everybody, but it's time to start having some more parties and having some fun. So how do they get in touch with you if they want to have a party catered?
You can go to my website at creativecajuncooking.com, and you can call me on my cell phone, which I'm 724 person. The only time I don't answer that phone is if I don't have the signal. And my number is 225-445-1555. Now, for the Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday season, I'll be doing smoked pork roast, where I do 40, 50, 60 roasts at a time for each day as people come to get them. And I also fry turkeys. I normally do the 20-pound turkeys and fry them with the smoking frying rub. And everything is done per order.
Absolutely, and he's right here on the Diversion Canal too, so a great location for people to come and pick up these things if you pre-order them, or he can come to you if you're having a big party, whether it's a wedding or if your office is having a big cookout or something like that. He can handle small groups, giant groups as we've seen, and everything in between. So you can give him a call and you can have this wonderful food for yourself instead of just drooling on when you see it on TV. That's right. Now, before you get everything loaded up, you got to take the pork roast out of the oven, right?
That's correct.
Okay, let's take a look.
All right. Oh, look at that jus over that, huh? Tone that sauce, bon. You know, after you eat that pork roast, you can take the gravy that's left in that, and you put it in a smaller pan so it makes it taller in the pan and not spread out. And all that grease comes up to the top when you cool it down. And you peel that grease off, and that's what you're going to make this gravy with. You're going to see today.
That's right.
Huh?
Now let's see what you got in the rest of those pans.
Ooh, look at all this bacon. Got some new potatoes.
Ooh, we fogging up the lens with all that goodness.
Oh, look how good that is, though, huh? Tone out, sauce bon. You get everything taken out of the pots. We're putting these pans, and bring it out to the trailer, and I put it in the Alka-Sham, which is a warmer, electric warmer. So I have my refrigerator with all the cold stuff, the warmer with all the hot stuff, and bring it out there, set it up buffet style, and then big old boys come through and just help themselves.
So after they loaded up the trailer, we followed Jimmy out to the Fire Training Institute. While he was getting set up for lunch, we talked to Santa Maria Fire Chief James LeBon about how they do fire training out there at the Institute.